The culinary wing of the Interstellar Academy was a chaos of scents, colors, and appendages. Alien cadets scurried around, some with 6 arms stirring multiple pots, others with glowing tongues sampling spices, and a few with telekinetic abilities juggling ingredients midair. Today's assignment was simple on paper: prepare a meal for your section. Simple, that is, until the human cadet, Leo, stepped up. Leo, a wiry human with dirt-streaked hair and sleeves rolled up, looked around at the chaos with a quiet smile. While the aliens fussed over alien-forged spatulas and zero-gravity ovens, he walked outside the academy, scanning the empty courtyard. With nothing but determination and basic tools, he began digging a fire pit in the ground. Cadets stopped mid-motion, their multi-lensed eyes widening. "Is he?" whispered a near cadet, its tentacles twitching nervously. "Yes," murmured a THR-WNN, wings fluttering. "He's actually digging a pit. In soil. With his bare hands." In under 10 minutes, Leo had a proper pit ready, lined with heat-resistant stones scavenged from the academy grounds. He gathered dry brush, twigs, and kindling, arranging them with meticulous care. Then, with a small spark from a hand-cranked fire starter, he ignited a flame. The fire roared to life, contained perfectly in the pit. Back in the kitchen, cadets were still struggling. The Ziran cadets' levitation stoves overheated, the Zorvian chef's anti-gravity pans flung ingredients across the room, and several Serakians were arguing over proper seasoning. Then a scent wafted through the academy, smoky, rich, and inviting. Curious, cadets left their stations, drawn by the aroma, and found Leo cooking over the fire pit. He had a massive cauldron suspended above the flames, simmering a stew made from the available supplies. He chopped vegetables, added proteins, and stirred in spices with deft precision. Every movement was efficient, careful, and confident. By the time he was done, the smell had filled every corridor, drawing cadets from every wing of the academy. "Is he feeding everyone?" whispered a Serakian cadet, eyes wide. "Apparently," said a near, tentacles trembling. "He's just cooking for everyone. No assignment, no extra credit, he's just feeding the entire academy." When the first serving was ladled into bowls, cadets hesitated. Food sharing in their species was rare, personal portions were standard, and communal meals were ceremonial at best. But the moment a sample touched their tongues, the reaction was unanimous: delight. Every alien, no matter how skeptical or picky, was drawn to the flavors, the warmth, and the sense of comfort. By the end of the meal, every cadet and instructor had eaten their fill. Bowls were refilled, plates were emptied, and some aliens even hovered near the fire pit, asking for seconds. Leo stood at the center, smiling but tired, hands smudged with soot and flour. Dr. Sela, the instructor, finally spoke, voice booming across the courtyard. "Cadets, take note. This is human initiative. Where others see a problem limited to their scope, humans expand it to what is needed, not what is required. They create solutions that feed not just themselves, but everyone around them. That is why humans are extraordinary." Cadets murmured among themselves, a mixture of awe and disbelief. They had faced humans in combat, in endurance trials, even in survival exercises, and each time, humans had displayed qualities beyond expectation. But feeding an entire academy with nothing but ingenuity, hands, and determination? That was remarkable. A young THR-WNN cadet tilted its head, wings twitching. "It's not just cooking," it said softly. "It's generosity, skill, foresight, courage to do more than expected." A Ziran nodded. "And we never thought humans could do something like this without supervision." Leo wiped his hands on a cloth, then gestured toward the now empty fire pit. "Cleanup is part of the job," he said casually, as if nothing extraordinary had happened. Cadets, inspired and humbled, moved to help, learning not just cooking, but a lesson in initiative, compassion, and leadership. From that day forward, whenever a task seemed limited in scope, cadets would say with quiet reverence, "Do it like the human." Because humans didn't just follow instructions, they saw the bigger picture, and sometimes, they fed the entire galaxy while doing so.